on, Steve. Why you doing that, Steve? I'm for real, Steve. What's up with you, man? Steve, did you really try to take my video? Steve, what you doing, man? What you doing, man? You thought you could do this to me? I will burn that place down. Steve Harvey mustache ain't got nothing on me. Yeah, you better run. Cause I'm gonna burn this to ground. Show program. 23-hour lockdown. Are you nuts? I hadn't even begun to talk. Oh my goodness. Buddy boy, that was the weakest move I've seen from anybody's team. That's weak. What you tried to get done was weak. Weak sauce, homie. That was weak sauce. Oh. I was being kind. I was really giving the clean, honest point of view of what the information I was getting. I didn't even take a deep dive into the pool. Buddy boy, do not, I repeat, do not jump on my radar. Steve, you don't want that. You don't want that. Trust me. Because if you thought this was something that you just did here, on the Patreon, you guys are going to find out, because in the Patreon version, we finna really open up the can of worms on what old Stevie tried to do. But Stevie, you got bigger problems, buddy. Don't worry about old Cino here and a couple of, I guess, some people on YouTube you don't like. Oh, this is bigger than us. Because you see, we seem to know what everybody else you've been trying to hide, that this stuff is coming from in-house. This is coming from inside your circle. Your circle done got cracked and everything is starting to leak out. So don't get mad at us for talking about it. Because Steve is out here coming with gag orders, y'all. This dude is out here running. Steve is going to the cops. He got the lawyers involved. He trying to stop everything, y'all. This man ran to the damn laws. He trying to take YouTubers videos, anything about Steve gotta be removed. He doing all kinds of stuff out here, boy. That boy in panic mode. And believe me, I'm the nice one. Believe me, there's some YouTubers out here that is not nice to Steve at all. I mean, from the titles, dog. They got arts and crafts. They got everybody out there. Yeah, so that's why I keep telling y'all, hit the like button, support the Cash App, Carcino. The more y'all doing that, the more they can't stop nothing. See, when people get super chatting and stuff, they start removing the people super chats. The people that was super chatting us, they're gone. Oh, damn. They got the whole police department at one house. That ain't looking good. I swear, they only got like 4 police cars in the town, and all 4 are right there at this dude's house. Lights flashing and everything. That ain't good. Dog, this Steve situation is so messed up right now. Steve don't even know how bad it is. He don't know how bad he look. Steve. I haven't even begun. Steve, tell him why. What happened with your beard, Steve? And you had the gray beard lined up. Remember you had your gray beard and you're letting the little mustache grow and trim into the beard. Remember you had that? What happened with that? Why you back? Why you back to the fake bushy mustache with the damn cocoa bean mahogany black shoe polish color? That's to fool us. You know why you went back to that. Don't let me start talking, Steve. Don't let me start talking. I was staying back. Why Cedric the Entertainer don't deal with you no more, dog? Don't let me start talking. Don't let me start talking, sir. Please don't. Please don't. I was not saying anything about you, dog. Really, I was reporting on the human drama like everybody else. Now, you mistakenly, like a lot of these people do, they used to do this in the Kwame Brown panels and chats. Not them, not the people in the panel, the haters of the panel, will hear something on the panel and accredit that to every single body who support Kwame Brown. Somebody will say something, hey man, you talked about his daddy. I'll be like, no, I didn't. Said nothing about nobody's daddy or father in a negative way. You talked about his mama. No, I didn't say anything disrespectful about his mama. You see, anybody say anything, they start attributing that to other people. Oh, James, I didn't even get an alert that he went live. I would have probably held off. But when Steve hit me up with this, I had to go. You see, the situation is this. Steve did something he shouldn't have did. So we riding for that. Oh. Now, I'm just gonna get him some doses. I'm just letting him know it didn't work, Steve. It didn't work. Your little play didn't work. Because whatever you was trying to involve me in. Okay. Well, you know, you got all these different people out here that keep trying to make these selections for people. They keep trying to make these decisions for everybody else. Yeah, now he's coming with gag orders. So the word on the street is that he hit Big Boom with a gag order. So he can't say anything. Right? He's getting his lawyers involved and they sending out gag orders on people. And like everybody getting hit with gag orders. And they trying to go to YouTube to say like what they call it, defamation or just misinformation and all this stuff. So they're going around trying to have certain videos removed. It's a whole lot. I'm like, dude, they'll be scrubbing the internet for 50 years. I don't run the internet. I'm sorry. I don't know why you looping me into your mess, Steve. I know this ain't personally you. It's people on your team. You just cursed somebody else out for posting something. You fired them. So now all of this information leaking out. I'm saying I'm reporting on the human drama as it comes. But it's stuff I've already known about, Steve, that I just didn't talk about because you're not an interesting person. You know, who's thinking about Steve Harvey? But we know what you were doing, sir. We know why you went back to the black mustache. The little small broom and dustpan. Yes, I will say it one more time. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. So allegedly you put a gag order on Big Boom. Right? So on top of that, oh, you know why? You know why? See, Steve, you're supported by the LGBTQ. Oh, did I get that right? Damn, I don't know. It might have fell out right that time. See, Steve, you're backed by them. That's how you get your money. You ain't gonna tell nobody that Ellen DeGeneres is really supporting your show. She was the one that was backing your show. That's why you was always on her show feature. Why is that, Steve? How'd you get in those rooms? You feel me? You hear me knocking? Then let me in. You don't want me to talk, sir. You really don't want me to talk. Why your wife get about $50,000 plus worth of cosmetic surgery? And I said plus. Then she shortchanged the process. And Marjorie almost went in the cardiac arrest. You want to talk about that? We want to talk about what happened between you and Marjorie when Monique came on the show? And you let Monique on the show? Marjorie got real mad at you, didn't she? I never talked, Steve. I never said a word. You might have to add a name to the gag order, sir. Because now it's finna get real interesting, buddy. Real interesting. They took your show away for the white girl. Now the white girl got your spot, don't she? They removed you and brought in Kelly Clarkson, the white girl. For you. Oh yeah. Hit the like button, good people. I know y'all just got here. Hit it up. Of course they finna mess with the stream. Oh yeah, on the Patreon, we gonna let it fly. So if you don't have the Casino for Life on Patreon, you better sign up. I might let this go on all the tiers. Now, yeah. Because this stuff, I told you, he's just not an interesting person. I mean, I could have easily, broke all this down before. don't even know. Did we do the Michael B. Jordan thing already? Did I even do that yet? I thought I released that already. Did I? I don't know if I got it at home or not. I might. But if I did, I'm going to release it. That might be on the Patreon already. I don't know if I made it available. Okay, I did. Somebody said, yes, you did put out the Michael B. Jordan. Okay, cool. Am I going to do it Last Dance style? Like, peel it layer by layer? I should. I think what got them mad is they stopped the video. There's a video that shows what happened when he got Big Boom's book. Remember Big Boom book came out in 2007, and then his came out in 2011. And I told everybody that would listen, I said, hey, y'all should go ahead and check that out. Because that book basically is the whole book of what Steve Harvey wrote. You dressing like Big Boom? You trying to be Boom. And you scared of what Marjorie could do. Because see, here's the fact. He can't survive another divorce. He can't survive another divorce. Now, if he has another divorce, there's going to be a major problem somewhere. See, Boom is short for Boomerang. That was his name, Big Boomerang. Willie Freeman. The Boomerang, baby. They just call him Big Boom. So, yeah, there's been rumors going around that Lori Harvey is really his daughter, Big Boom's. I don't know about that. But I did hear back before Steve even got with her, Big Boom had got with her first. Right, like I said, as you see, I told you, I've been nice. I could have went down all those tropes with everybody else. I didn't do that. And the reason I didn't do that is because I didn't find any real evidence out there to say that that was factual. So instead of riding that wave, I didn't do it. But the reports is out there is that she was smashing Big Boom. So I reported on it. But I didn't like embellish in it like everybody else is really gone. I mean, they got some thumbnails out here that's getting down. But I speak on stuff that's factual. Like Marjorie, she went and had a breast augmentation and had her boobs sit up because they were sagging down. She had her butt lift. She got her Brazilian butt lift. She had a tummy tuck. She had all of this stuff done in one operation, which is massive for a woman her age. The same thing Kanye West's mom had done to her. Marjorie did all of this to herself at one time, and she almost went through cardiac arrest from all the blood loss. That's why they say you shouldn't go through something like that. And then she tried to choose and basically cut down on how she's supposed to recuperate. Now she came out and said, this isn't true. I followed the procedures and I listened to my doctors and everything was fine, and it wasn't fine. Things were a mess. We're going to talk about the Creator tomorrow. Well, we kind of did already. I think it's on my Screen Fiend channel. I think that's a membership only. I think that's members only. Because that taps into an Egyptian story, or you can say Israelite story. It's another Egypt story. Even the main character of the movie, Denzel Washington's son, is playing in this movie, is the one child is named Alpha Omega. The Alpha and the Omega. So yeah, we talked all about this in the Screen Fiend membership. See, they send you all these subtle messages, even from the trailer. They start off by talking about God. Watch. The messages are so clear that they send you in these movies. You just got to pay attention and know what you're looking at. Well, the main problem, or you would say issue, with the scenario is clear. The problem in the scenario is that there's no solution with Steve and his wife. This thing should have never become as big as it did. But what you're finding out that there's people inside of his businesses who are very unhappy. This is very unhappy for people, right? And now that people have become very unhappy, you have everyone who's around the situation drawn into a frenzy because they're pissed off at the fact that they couldn't get the same type of respect that they were demanding from others. They didn't get the respect. And because they didn't get that respect, the attitude has changed. Steve wasn't getting that respect, and he's moving around real scarce. Like he's afraid Marjorie is going to do something that's going to alter their agreement, everything they got in place. So if you Marjorie, you know you got Steve by the balls. Now I heard Marjorie is on vacation. He just paid for another vacation. He's trying to buy her cooperation to keep her there because, you know, for the brand, this is it. Now it says, oh, he's worth about $400 million. Nah, he ain't. He ain't worth that much. He worth a lot. It ain't that much. What is Marjorie's talent? What did she do? She enhanced her man. They became a brand. And they was like, well, but who is Marjorie? She was nobody in Hollywood. She just knew how to be a high-profile woman. She knew how to shop at the right stores, buy the Gucci, buy the all this. Steve otherwise wasn't going to do that. They were still shopping at Payless. You know, they was at TJ Maxx. You know, this they wasn't at no Gucci store. They don't even know where it's at. Now, as I told you, exactly. Shoot, she probably at Burlington Coal Factory right now. So Steve, I'm telling you, you barking up the wrong tree with me. I ain't did nothing to you. Hit the like button. I really ain't opened up nothing yet, but we can get into the subtles. We can talk about, you know, the radio business. What happened there? See if the staff, the people that you're working with is happy. We can talk about that. Your radio host just said, your co-host on your radio show just said you scared of your wife. And you so nervous, you got everybody in the house and she ain't even there. They don't know where she at. They're like, man, we would never be in this house. Something wrong. Steve ain't never let nobody in this house like this. That's what they said. Steve ain't never let nobody in their house. You can't just go in Steve Harvey's house. Look at this. Steve Harvey don't even know you. Did I ever say Steve Harvey knew me? You like he was on YouTube like, it's his name is Casino for Life. I don't know. It's K-A-R-C-E-O. No, that's an N-O. It's Casino. Look it up. It's on the YouTube thing. Yeah, it's on the YouTuber. Yeah, he live right now and he telling a bunch of lies. I ain't never heard of him. I ain't never seen him before in my life. It's all of them casinos. Every last one of them is casinos. There's a casino over there, I don't know where. Yeah, just attack him. I don't know, do one of those things y'all do. I need to call LeBron James and see how he do it. All right, I'll hold. Steve coming with them gag orders, them lawyers. Steve ain't playing around. Steve gonna be on Family Feud. Hey! Da, 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 da. We took a poll, and out of 37,000 people we asked, how do you get rid of people talking about Steve Harvey? You call YouTube. Ding, da, 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 da. Ha, ha. Yeah. I'm going to dance one time. Let Big Daddy get that thing. Oh, man. Yeah, man. I mean, when we get to the Patreon, see, I wasn't home when all this went down. People are shocked I'm not watching Thursday Night Football. I'm getting messages galore. You hear my phone going. It's like, you not watching Thursday Night Football? I'm like, no. Told you. It's over. I'm gone. I'm gone. That Super Bowl, I'm gone. People think it's just that one game. No, it's an accumulation effect. It was an accumulation effect. The Rams game against the Bucks, that ignited a flame. Then the Super Bowl, every Ram game they played. Okay, every Ram game they played in the playoffs last year. Every single one was a robbery to put them in the Super Bowl. Then the Super Bowl against the Bengals, robbery. Every game they played. I swallowed my pride and I came back. I was gone then. I was gone. Then Brady said, I'm coming back. I said, all right, Brady. I'm riding with Brady. One more season. Come on, Brady. Let's see it. And then I'm like, okay, hopefully we get this right. The Dallas Cowboy game against the Bucks. I was pretty much done. But I was giving them a chance. Then the Super Bowl, it's confirmed. I'm out. Y'all can have this. I'm done. No Madden, no nothing. I'm out. Done. If y'all just gonna do this, y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing anything but making it worse. You're not making the situation better. Hit the like button, good people. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was wondering why. That's my bad. I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, it's kind of hot. Like, I can't even hold it in my hand. The phone was getting super hot. I had it sitting somewhere, and the engine was running. It was finna burn a hole right through the damn console. So, my video and a couple of other people's videos were taken down. They weren't taken down, they were disturbed. And a lot of them have been, I knew it when I spoke about Steve Harvey's book and about Boom. You see, I didn't go into the Ellen DeGeneres thing. I just kept that quiet. But you know, them alphabet people been responsible for keeping you in play. But it's cool, I get it. Y'all doing what y'all do. You're living your best life, right? Hey, it don't matter. I got Detroit plus 6.5. Remember, I told y'all that. I'm not even watching the games, and I know how to bet. Now, the way I look at it is this. People gonna realize one day what's good and what's bad when it comes down to situational things. Steve Harvey's problems ain't Carcino. It ain't the people on YouTube. It's in your household. So Steve, you got to take care of that. Now, if I'd have did this video on Patreon right now, it probably would have went to another level. Wouldn't have been this calm. Because now if I'm doing it on Patreon, I think it's going to be a little bit more tamed down. But like when I first started this video, I was on 10 because I was out. I was out. Okay, I was out and enjoying myself and wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, I had plus 6.5, so I'm really good. The 1 point saves me. Now, my thing expands past that. Now it's like you're not taking care of what you need to take care of to keep yourself together. You want to try to hold the lie together. And that's with all these people. They in the same book. The Will and Jada Club, all of them. See, what they want to do is they sign up. Will and Jada got this membership. No, well, not membership, but mentorship. They mentored Nick Cannon. And they mentored a kid and it went totally left. But Steve Harvey had that for the comedians. He wanted to be the mentor for these comedians. And then put together the Steve Harvey show and the fest. And then feed off that. Like him and Pierre got a beef. And he didn't know. But Steve Harvey don't like Pierre because Pierre is unprofessional. He want to do whatever the hell he want to do whenever he want to do it. He's DJ Envy all again with the beige rage. So don't forget, the super chat button works, the cash app works, it all works. Now, do we want to talk about Crazy Eddie? See, y'all don't know about Crazy Eddie. See, but I could tell him about Crazy Eddie because Steve knows who Crazy Eddie is. Don't we know about Crazy Eddie? Don't we, Steve? Memphis represent. Crazy Eddie. Right? How you meet all those pimps? Right? How did you meet Pimp and Ken? How did you meet all those dudes? Steve? How you happen to come by all the pimps? You don't remember that? Somebody needed to, Pimp and Ken got that show. Somebody should run by Pimp and Ken and say, what you think about Steve, man? How y'all bump head? How y'all bump up? Huh? Who was there? Was Big Boom standing there? Sometimes you gotta respect the architect. So you can get your gag orders, you can get your lawyers, you can get all the stuff you're doing, but you don't have to respect the architect at one moment. Now, as I've told you, I was the one that told you about Steve and Bernie Mac. First hand. Bernie's from my city. My uncle worked with Bernie Mac at Doc's Fish. My Uncle Irv, I told you about that. They call him Lamont. He worked with him down there at Doc's Fish. This had nothing to do with anything they talking about. He worked with Bernie. When Bernie would go do his shows, he came to work at Doc's Fish. And Bernie was always missing shows. He was late because he was trying to practice and get ready for his show, and he had to leave early. And then he would always make everybody laugh on the job. And then he would imitate the boss and how he talked. Bernie, you can't be just running up in and out of here. And my uncle became the assistant manager up there at Doc's Fish. Yeah, so I told you, Uncle Irv was always one that was the first, like, to meet Bernie, everything. So he was the one. Now Uncle Irv came through, and he was with Bernie, and Irv was just as funny. I tell you, my Uncle Irv is hilarious. So they be cracking each other up. I mean, he was like, man, Irv, you should go into comedy, man. You should come down there and get on stage with me, man. He's like, man, oh, I can't do that. But my Uncle Irv is hilarious. I mean, his comedy is so natural. He make everybody laugh around now. He that around the house comedian, he could do a whole stand-up just sitting there talking about life, period. So I can see what Bernie's talking about. But he was jealous because while he doing the Johnson family reunion and he doing You Got Served, Steve Harvey's in You Got Served. He was like, no, he ain't. I'm like, Steve Harvey's in that movie. He's like the guy who's battling, like the referee in the battle of the band. And people dancing, young folk. It's Steve Harvey. All right, y'all ready? What about y'all? Y'all ready? Let's get it on. I'm like, he in Let's Get Served. Oh, hey, you back. Listen. Oh, you left the husband?
He's at work.
Oh, okay, so you sneaking out. Sneaking out on the husband. Okay, I like that. Yeah, she ready to go. How about them Lions getting me paid? I told you to take the points. So he ticked off. He getting Ocean's 11. He's getting Guess Who. He getting all these big major motion pictures. And Steve is like, Bernie ain't even got a show. He ain't even got a TV show. When they did the Kings of Comedy, everybody had a show. Steve Harvey and Sid had the show. Steve Harvey show. D.L. Hewley had the D.L. Hewley show. Bernie Mac couldn't get a show. And he was like, man, I know where y'all won't give me a show. Y'all afraid I'm going to say something. Y'all afraid I'm going to say something. Man, go and give me my show. And he got the Bernie Mac show. And everybody liked the Bernie Mac show. It's a drug dealer, he just left. Well, it's all over. My goodness. Yeah, he a white dude too. He just came up here to drop off some drugs. Temporary sticker in the back, yep. Yeah, serve a client. Well, that's why I had to tell you. That's why I don't need to watch the games. I know the results, baby. I know the results. And the results is, I get money. I get money. I get money. Told you. Told you what was gonna happen. So Steve is going after YouTubers instead of going after the situation. So allegedly he put a gag order on Big Boom, so Big Boom can't talk and tell the people what's going on. If all of this was lies, Steve could have had Big Boom come out and say something. He's like, Big Boom, why don't you tell him this is all lies? Tell him it's all lies, Big Boom. Big Boom ain't said a word. You ain't seen Big Boom. I ain't heard from Big Boom saying that this is a lie. Nothing. I hear Marjorie start talking in Bible quotes. I'm trying to tell you. See, the problem is bigger than what everybody know. And Steve, I wasn't finna tell everybody what I'm finna tell them on the Patreon. But you brought this up to be. So on the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, it's finna go down. Trust me. You're gonna hear some stuff, and I dare you to send me the gag order for that. Oh, I want that. Oh God, I'm going on national TV. You finna blow me all the way up. So the Patreon finna be hot. Hotter than a car engine, baby, in the summertime. Ooh, hot. Hot. That's right. So, like I said, I wasn't gonna make this super long. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bust Life, Kwame Brown Bust Life 2.0. Subscribe to Carcino for life. And we up out of here. Finna get my victory beer, and I ain't even watched the game.